Hey guys, happy Monday. So, in an effort to get this out, I'm just dressed in my clothes to work out. So, hope that's okay with you guys. My hair is not done, it's dirty, it needs to be washed today. And you guys some people were saying that the sound wasn't so great. So, I tried my AirPods, but they're not working great either. And this seems to sound a little bit better. It looks a little not so nice, but be working on it. Maybe I just need a new phone. Maybe I just needed like an excuse to get a new phone. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so let's do some cards. A few announcements. I am launching my dating membership this week. I'm really excited. We had that last year and we're bringing it back this year. And my intention behind it is really to keep everybody hopeful and positive and just like really have a little community, a little home for hopefully a big community, a big home, because I definitely want, I want to call in everybody who needs it. So holding enough space for everybody. But really just to feel positive, because it's hard sometimes to feel like this is going to work out and things are going, that this partnership thing is going to work and that everything's going to be okay. So I just want it to be this nice little bubble that you feel that. And the more you feel that, the more you bring that into your life. So we'll be doing some lectures. So I'll be actually teaching once a month, and also I will be answering questions twice a month. So that's really nice that if you have a question, if you're feeling a little nervous or anxious or whatever, that I'll be there to support you, and also the community as well. So I should be ready with the link. I don't have it right now, you guys. But if you're interested in the dating membership, just DM me and we'll set you up. It's $67 a month, and you can drop in and drop out as you please. But the more committed you are, the better it will work. But I hope that if you're feeling a little lost when it comes to love, that you'll join me. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do the Wild Offering Oracle cards today. All right. So you're going to ask yourself a question. You're going to decide if your question is going to be answered with card number 1 or card number 2. Okay? I'm going to pull card number 1. True offering. So these cards are like little prayers. So it says, may I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love, use me for the highest. I am yours alone. So, this beautiful card is just kind of a reminder that we can't always see all the steps in front of us, that we may not always know the whole path. And that is not how our divine path is shown. We all have contracts. We all have reasons for being here. There is a plan. And I have goosebumps. Unfortunately, we don't always see the whole plan in front of us. We don't see the whole path in front of us. And I honestly always feel that it's like a sign that you're on path when you don't see it all, right? But you see one step, and they're always going to show you one step, like kind of like you're building the yellow brick road. They're going to give you one brick. You take those steps, and then more bricks will show. And ultimately, there'll be a longer path. You can see something much longer. But right now, if you're not seeing, if you're not seeing the full path, focus on like, what's the first step? What are the first steps that are being shown to you? What, if you had faith, what would that first place be? And also just a reminder of working on your own fear, working on your own anxieties, making sure that you're plugging into the light and not plugging into the fear. I'm super sensitive and I plug into the fear often. And it's, but there has to be, what's the word? There has to be like a protocol or like just something you go through before you jump into that fear. So that means that like, you have to, like, what are you doing? Are you working out? Are you journaling? Are you working with somebody? Like, you can't just allow the fear to take over. And if you're having a fearful moment, if you're having a fearful thought, what is it that gets you out of it? Are you doing it? Are you working ahead of it? Right? That there has to be systems and things that you're doing every day that don't let you fall into that fear. Because it's okay to hear it, and it's okay to feel it, and it's okay to maybe sometimes there's some truth in it for sure, but are you working through it to see it as clear as possible and not just like indulge in it? So that's really what this card is about, and trusting the plan, that there's a plan for you. Okay. All right, card number 2. This one wants to come through, so I will pick it up. Okay. Companionship. It's a pretty card. Okay. When you fully bless and embrace your aloneness, you're ready for the ones who are meant to be with you. May I welcome this solitude, knowing it will open the way for all healthy relationships. It's beautiful. Okay, so this, this is not just romantic. This can be, friendships. This can be work relationships, and this is really just about like, if you're feeling lack or aloneness or the frustration of not having something, that realizing that not having that is actually showing you like what you do want, right? It's causing that contrast, and that all you have to do is set the intention for wanting that thing, and to not resisting like the lack that you're currently in, to not resist the aloneness, or whether it's relationships or it's money or career or whatever it is that you're going through. Just knowing that this place, that it may feel a little bit like a lack or a little bit less than what you want, if it's not ideal, there's light in that, there's medicine in that. It's trying to show you like what you do want, and it's a moment of clarity. It's a moment of like, and even though it's frustrating, it is a moment of like, okay, like this is what I want. And once you like embrace this stage, this kind of feeling like this has brought me here, this has brought me to know what I want, to know what I desire. Once you embrace that, then you can start calling in and working towards like what you want. And it's not even I have to force and fight and hustle my way into what I want. More just like an awareness of like, I don't want that anymore. Like I want this. And of course, more focus on like what this is, on what it is that you want. And maybe you don't have the clarity yet, but trying to get to that place and this is like a pivot. This is a move from like what's not working and what you don't want into what you really want. This is also for those of us who are feeling a little like, I don't have my people around me. I don't have like my partnerships or the friendships that I want. This is a reminder to start calling that in, that to not feel that it's permanent that you don't have this. To focus on bringing in your kind of people, even if you're looking for a relationship, like a romantic relationship, not so much focusing on like the romantic relationship, but focusing on like bringing those kind of people, like those soulmate kind of people and place where you feel like you belong, calling that into your life. And of course, like one of them is ultimately going to be romantic, but really calling in your community and the people that are in alignment with who you are now and who you want to become. So setting that intention and calling that in. I've done that in my life, and it's amazing. Because forever I was like, I grew up in the city and I have all the same friends and I don't have anybody that can relate to me and that anybody's like me and blah, blah, blah. And I loved to complain about that. And it kind of in a weird way made me feel special, but at the end of the day I was alone, and my teacher was like, just call in your people. And I was like, really? That easy? She's like, yeah, just call it in. And sure enough, like my sister started to come in, I just feel very in community right now. And I didn't always feel that way. So that's what that card's about. All right, guys, thanks for being here with me. Thanks for being with I put lip gloss on for you, but thanks for being with my messy self. And I love you guys, and I hope to see you the rest of the week.